We've just had permanent residency granted for two of my favourite applicants ever. They're beautiful people, Tania and Walison from Brazil. Tania and Walison came from Brazil and studied on a student visa. So Walison studied for 2 years, the Cert 3 in wall and floor tiling. When he was on that visa, he worked in the industry, built up some skills, and then when he finished, he was able to obtain what's called the graduate work visa. The graduate work visa is an open work visa that allows you to remain in Australia for up to 18 months after your studies. Including the bridging visa, it's close to 2 years. So like anyone, Walison undertook the Job Ready program. So that's basically where he worked in the industry for 12 months in order to get his full skill assessment. He got that and he thought he was home and hosed. However, Walison couldn't get his English to get his points to where it needed to be. And this is where Walison and Tania came to Pathway to Oz. I had a consultation with them and essentially we went through, we said, hey, the visa's expiring, what do you hope to do? And eventually what we decided on was we assisted Tania to apply for a 407 visa, training visa, which they applied for, got a bridging visa, allowed them to remain in Australia. At the time as well, Walison and Tania, they were living on the Queensland and working in New South Wales. And what we did is we recommended for them to move to New South Wales so they can meet those New South Wales requirements. What you'll see as well is once they moved down, he continued to live and work there. And a few months later, we were invited for the state-nominated 190 visa from New South Wales. He just had enough points for that. He only had 65 points for that. And what we did, he was still on the bridging visa, so we withdrew the 407 visa, applied for the 190 visa. He was invited in May, applied for the visa in June, July, and his visa, their permanent visa, was actually granted on, I think, December. I think this is very important to show that planning is required with this sort of stuff. If they had been our client from the very beginning, we would have recommended they live and work in the same state, so they are eligible for the 190. However, it came through a little late and we still managed to put them on the right direction so they could get permanent residency. It's also important to show that not every pathway is as straightforward and perseverance counts. If you have some setbacks, it doesn't mean you can't get permanent residency, it's just a setback. If you have any questions about studying or migrating to Australia, feel free to contact Pathway to Oz.